Morning, Rat fans. I am here in a hotel room, a dimly lit hotel room on the morning of day 3. Just getting ready to go to reception in a minute and start. Didn't do any videos last night because we didn't have much time, or the night before because it was the first night and we're sort of getting everything sorted. So how's it been going? It's been good. Got the ferry over on Friday now. Met Chris on it, who's a guy who was on my Land's End John O'Groats trip, so that was really great catching up with him. Smashed the quiz on the ferry, so we were winners before we'd even got to France. We got to France, it was pissing with rain, so that wasn't particularly encouraging. And it was sort of straight to bed because we only got in about 9:30. And then in the night, it was grim. There's like biblical rain where it's banging on the window, or I don't know if it's a flat roof or something, and it just sounds like someone turns the volume level up and it just gets louder. And this like woke me up about 2, 3 in the morning. I was like, oh my god, this is not the start to the trip I envisaged. It's going to be such a grim first day. And then woke up, went down for breakfast, met first other people on the trip for the first time, and everyone was saying the same sort of things, like, oh my god. And it was still dark when we woke up, because an hour ahead earlier, and the sort of lights going away now and stuff. So it's like, oh, this is going to be a grim first day. But we dodged it. It was really lucky. We got off, set off, and it was dry. It was like wet on the ground and stuff, and grey and a bit miserable, but it was dry. Oh yeah, the flagpoles were really blowing as well, so it's like, this is going to be hard. But the weather was alright, it was really good. Set off, couldn't have had an easier morning. It was, we followed a river or estuary along most of the way, so it was lovely and flat, beautiful tarmac that you just roll along with ease, and no like busy pedestrians or traffic or anything, so couldn't have had an easier introduction to it, in contrast to the first couple of days of Land's End John O'Groats and the Dover Cape Wrath trip, where you're sort of straight into nasty hills and burning energy. So that was awesome. And we had lunch in a sort of pretty little, looked like some sort of activity resort. They had kayaking and water activities and a bit of zip lining stuff going on. That was nice. And then a few more hills in the afternoon. Then it's more sort of getting away from the river and proper road. Still no traffic. There's been no one around for 3 days. It was the same when I came here on a trip about 3 years ago. So you forget, I guess, that France is a bloody big country and it's only got a similar population to the UK, I think. So yeah, everywhere just seems like a ghost town. No traffic, no people going through the towns. So certainly easy cycling from that perspective. And yeah, just sort of nice, quiet, rural countryside. And was it 68 miles on the board on the first day? That was really nice. Everyone was still sort of trying to get to know everyone, and sort of at first it's quite a big group. It's about 25 of us, so it's big bunch of strangers still getting to know each other. But there was like a group lunch and then a big group meal the first night, where the guide sort of gave us the rundown on stuff. There's 3 of them. They're all a good laugh. The French lady Isabella, she's the I think she's like the main one that the other 2 defer to. But yeah, she's as mad as a box of frogs. No French pun intended. And I think seems to like my companion Dale and us, because we're having a bit of a laugh. There's a moron. Yeah, and 2 other guys. Ed, he's like a young guy. I think it's his first tour. It's his first peak tours one. He's a good laugh, and he's like just bouncing around like an excited puppy. And sorry, that's Ben. And we've got Ed, older guy, who's, I think he's like the main mechanic and whatever. But yeah, he's sound as well. So yeah, first day was just getting acclimatised, getting into the swing of things, and everyone starting to get to know each other a bit. But the cycling was really nice. I say we dodged a bullet with the weather. It stayed dry. Or we had a bit of rain for like 10 minutes in the last quarter, sort of after the afternoon brew van. which I'm pleased I kept my warmer top on for. But apart from that, it was fine. We were all dried out by the time we got to where we were going. Bagnoles, I think, which I won't be pronouncing right. That was where we ended up. There's a nice sort of town on a big lake, and it's looked like a spa hotel. So that's really nice. We went out, had a couple of beers before the group meal in the evening. Went to a Crazy Cat pub. Went in there, and they had God knows how many cats running. I like cats, but went in there and the place stank, and there was flies buzzing around everywhere, and the bloke who was running it or serving us looked pretty scaly as well. So we had our beer, sat outside, and then moved on quite swiftly. I like cats, but not like that. Had another beer down the road, then went to the group chinwag. And then by the time the meal had finished, everyone was falling asleep in their seat and ready for bed. And that's a brief resume of day one. I'll try and do another one about the other days, well, about yesterday, day two, in a bit, but in a rush now to make it to the group address and get off this morning. See you, Rat fans.